Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ready for racing again today, wherever you are in the world. It is eSeniors Racing. My name is Mike Molesky. I'm your commentator for today. And we are in Valencia for GT2 sprint race today. And we are eSeniors GT3 World Championships. Look for us on the internet, on Facebook, and in Discord. If you join us, we have a few people on the chat today joining us from a number of places, including Scotland with Mr. Andy Lees are on the list. Anyway, so let's get right into it. Let's do a track walk first, since I have some wonderful little graphics. Let's transition that over. There we are, Valencia. Some people call it a motorcycle track, also known as, actually it's not Valencia, it's known as, let me write it down, you're looking for it? Circuit Ricardo Tormo, after a famous Spanish racetrack driver. There's the first corner, Nieto, Curva Feliciano, I can't quite read that. There's more corners than that we'll see in the short name that that's named Champiajeros Campos, then the long straight. So a counterclockwise track today, 14 corners. Yes, like I said, a lot of the people call this a get rid of that, a motorcycle track. Lots of corners, and not everybody's favorite again, but then again, hey, we're all old guys. Some of us has favorites, some of us don't. Let us do the standings today. Here we go with the standings. Bill Murray with 146 points is in first place. Look at that. He's got all first place finishes. Because, well, last week he was finished second. Derek had the first place ahead of him. In second place is Derek with 133 points. Steve Young is in third. I think he moved up a little bit. So Jonathan Wood, who is not racing today, is in fourth place, very close behind, only not that close, with 108 points. Steve has 112. Merche is got 103, and if Jonathan does not jump in there at the last minute, he'll be jumping up a spot. Then there's a big gap to 6, 7, and 8, which has got some really good challenges or really good competition there. Kevin Torrance currently in 6th place with 65, closely followed by Jolt Kiss, the Hungarian, but I understand lives in the UK. Just talking to him this week. So he's got 61 points just behind him. Terry Throwbridge in 8th place with 58, just behind him also. And in 9th place, Jeremy with 57. So look at how close those are. And those are the couple of KTMs in the middle of a Maserati. And in 10th place in an Audi is Dimitri Stathis. Dimitri's not racing this week. We only have 7 racers this week, so unfortunately, let me get rid of that. Hold on. We have still got a good 5 minutes before the race starts, so let's get rid of that and just chat with you guys. Who have we got on the stream? There's Terry Throwbridge is on. Steve Howells is on. Good evening, Steve. And I said the handle for Old Man Plays Driving Sims is Andy Lees. I am hoping to have Andy join me in the commentary booth next week. You better make it, Andy. And yeah, good old Valencia. Making sure I have things set up properly for the race start. Nope, we got another 5 minutes. Let's talk about Circuit Ricardo Tormo. Let me think here. Let me look. This is all Wikipedia stuff. 4 kilometers, almost exactly 4 kilometers long. Built in 1999, so fairly young track. A very young track, actually. Never really had a GT. It's not an F1 type track. Not really any GT type races that much either. I think it's more well known as a motorcycle track. So that's why people call it that. Main straight's 0.9 kilometers, not very long. It is the location for Formula E pre-season test venues. They moved that from Donington Park apparently in 2018. It has Formula One racing. It's got a weird NASCAR Euro Series. I didn't even know NASCAR raced in Europe. And let's look at the track records here. One of the reasons I think we have it is it's in all the games. Gran Turismo has it. We just got it it was not in the original ACC, I don't think. Let's look at track records here. GT3 track record is 1 minute 30 seconds 0.9, so it's basically 1:31. And that was a Mercedes in 2024. I guess there's a Winter Series race that says Winter Series 2024 Valencia. And for SRO GT2, their track record is 133.8. That's basically 133.9 by an Audi R8. Now, and that was set in 2023. Now, that's interesting that there's such a big difference in the track records there. I wonder if lots of corners in this one. As we know, GT2 cars not as much downforce as the GT3 cars. So I wonder if that's why there's a bit of a difference in times there, because we know the GT2 cars are quite competitive against the GT3s, aren't they? You guys on the stream can comment on that if you think. So let's see what the kind of times the guys are getting. I've been looking at times that the guys have been practicing with, and there's not too many 131s. There's been a lot of 132s. So that's about right with what. Oh, there's somebody just put up a 131.9. Interesting. I'm gonna put that record. Bring that record back up. So there's not that many guys racing today. Let me get set with the. I'm gonna wait until the reset before I send it off to you guys. Very close to a start time. We're 1 minute, so the server will be resetting any second now. Somebody's on track. Maybe I'll turn the desktop audio so you guys got something to listen to besides just my voice. There we go. Okay, there we go.
Green light, go, go, go.
Green light, go, go, go. Let's send it over. Let's see who's first out. Take a peek. The track map, number 5 is the first guy out, and that is not the right guy. Why does it show number 5? Oh well. Who is the first guy out? I think I can do something here. That is who the first guy is. And that is Merche got out first for a change. Ooh, I did. Don't look like I have Merche's. We're having trouble getting Merche's livery there, aren't we? Let me see. What have I got in? Isn't the tower showing much? The tower's not showing hardly anything, is it? Make sure I got everything running properly. Sorry, guys. They're not showing anything just yet in the tower, because I've got things showing. We'll just wait for the first lap to get going here. Not sure why it's not showing stuff properly. It'll come. It'll come. It'll come. I'm just playing around here, making sure that. Maybe on the first, when the first lap comes through. Hate to have not have a good tower for you guys. Not showing good times there, is it? I am gonna. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do here? Let's just wait until the first lap go through? Yeah, they did have the first lap already. This is their hot lap, I think, that we're watching with Merche. So let's just keep that going. I might have to restart my director's software here, but we'll see. Let's see what happens after the first lap. Nothing's really coming up. Turns are coming up. And no, I'm going to restart. I'm going to restart it. So just bear with me, you guys. You're still getting stuff. You're on with Merche. Just going to restart the stuff. The wonders of live TV. And I got to redo a whole bunch of stuff here, so just bear with me. I'll get the tower going first. There, you're getting a better tower. I'm going to get some information on the tower now. There you go. That part's going. Now let's get the tower going here. Quickly get session best. So that should be a good. Steve Young looks like he's got the best time right now. And then instead of card numbers, we'll put qualification personal best there. Let's see what we got. Now it looks like a little better. There we go, guys. So Steve is a different class. I remember. I'll have to explain that again. He's in the Lamborghini. So he has got the best lap time there, but best lap time for the other guys is Brian Murray. So, but Steve is on the pole right now. You want a better camera angle? I agree. There's a better camera angle, I think. It shows up better coming around different corners. Oh, you were saying Andy, that it is a good camera angle. I think this is called TV2. This is a better angle. So who have we got? Murray. Let's go on with Murray. He's got a really good time going. He should, with that time, jump ahead and get pole position. He's got a 0.8, so that's yeah, he'll be into the 131s. Remember last week I was mentioning it looks like people seem to get their best times early on GT2. Not quite sure why, but first and second laps are usually the best ones. I think we had a 15-minute quali, 30-minute race, remember? No pit stops for the sprints. Only 7 guys today. So that's interesting. I'm going to try showing you manufacturers once in a while here. Manufacturer with that. Okay, let me see. Let's see if this works properly. Turn it on. So you'll see manufacturers for a few seconds, and then it'll flip off into the. Should flip over. There we go. So you're gonna during the race you'll see manufacturers once in a while because it's always cool to watch. We know Jeremy and Terry are in the KTM's. Everybody else is in Maseratis except for Brian Murray, I believe. Let's gonna quickly jump over to manufacturers here in a second. There. Yeah, that's the way it works. Oh, there we go. Murray's in first place. Merche is in second. Bird just dumped into third for the podium. So Steve's dropping down. Yeah, look at that. 131.3 for Murray. And Derek, who won last week, is struggling a little bit to get up there. As we know, this track is going to be very interesting. 14 corners. Let's jump on. Murray's on. Let's just jump on with Derek for a bit. Lots of corners. Once qualifications are going to be very important here, I think, because it's pretty tough to pass. But yeah, Murray's pulling away with it this week again, like last usually is. So he may, let's see what he gets for a start. Last week he didn't have a good start. Derek had a great start last week. Now Derek is in the Audi, isn't he? Let's just wait for that to flip over. Pretty sure he's in an Audi. Oh, let's just, does it show on the, yeah, he is in an Audi. There we go. It shows on his little, on his name board there. So yeah, he was saying he has to be very careful in the Audi how he starts. Remember 2 or 3 races ago he was in first gear and he says he has to start in second or he's got no starting power at all. Yeah, first gear is pretty useless apparently in the Audi R8. Let's just walk down and see if we've got everybody's liveries. There's Brian. We'll do a nice livery walk, track walk later. Murch, I think we lost it. Derek is in his usual red-blue. Steve Young's got a great livery. Newcomb. Let's just see. There's nothing special there. Terry's got his own livery, and Jeremy is in yellow today. I didn't think that looked something different. I thought he usually was in black and white, but he's got yellow and silver. That's pretty cool. All right, so what do we got going on here? Merche 0.1 better. No, see now nobody's really improving on their times right now. Nobody's improving at all. Steve is going to be only the gap for him will be with respect to his own time there. But he shows correctly in the tower. He's in 4th place right now. 131.3 is our pole position. Look at that. Brian is just tearing it up. Half a second on everybody else. Might be a race for 2nd and 3rd this time because they're all pretty close together. Steve Young is a 131.982. Derek's 131.9 you can see. And Merche's 131.8. So yeah, that looks like it's going to be a race for 2nd if these quali times hold up during the race. Let's just play with the TV angles a little bit. There you go. TV2 is this one. What's TV1 look like at this point? Oh, maybe TV1's better. Who are we on with here? We are on with Jeremy. So let's go to... Nobody's improving. What's going on with Murch? Oh, Murch is in the pits. What's going on with Brian? He's out there still. You know, while you're racing, unless you have some sort of an extra screen and some software running, I don't think you can tell how far up ahead you are on the next guy down, can you? The guys on the stream, you guys have got any software that shows you that? I don't have on mine. I probably could. I'm sure there's something you can do. We have 8 people watching right now. Well, so we've only got 3 or 4 that have announced themselves. Say hello so everybody can tell who you are and you can chat amongst yourselves. We have 4 minutes left for the quali time. Nobody's really improving much. We're on board with Brian Murray, who's just lapping around there at his good pace at 131.3. So he's improving slightly on it, but he's staying with that. I like that little last shot. This car takes off into the distance. I'm going to try and set up a speed trap here on the end of the straight. So I'll be able to talk about that. What else have we got running here? I want to make sure I got everything running. For Brian, we've got to capture incidents for the Stewarts. Still nobody saying hello in terms of other guys watching. Come on now, don't be creepers on the internet not watching and not telling us who you are unless a bunch of people joined and then left. 5 people watching. Yeah, once again, see, not much going on in terms of people improving on their times. They're all out there still. Let's follow with Steve. We haven't been on with him. There's his nice livery. I love his liveries. In that Lamborghini. Oh, we have another Audi out there. I don't think Nick Newcomb was in an Audi before. I'm not sure if he was, but it's two Audis. I thought we only had one Audi. I know people are, I think we're letting people change cars in GT2 without too much penalty. So, yes, so there's our usual. Murchie's not usually in second place. Bird usually beats him out. So let's see if Derek can get Paunoff on the and get in the first row. That's going to be very important. Unless Derek knows something we don't, wants to be on a certain side of the track. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he wants to be right behind Brian on the starting grid as opposed to being on the side of him. Maybe Derek has got some little strategy going here today. Not sure about that. Is important to get on that inside loop on that first corner. Derek has got a lap going. Where is he in his lap? Oh, just starting his lap. See, look at that. He lost it again. He's been out there all this time. And then you notice Murray went into the pits. My contention is that you get the best out of these cars in the first couple of laps with tires are fresh. So I know a couple of people, Derek went into the pit. I see Jeremy went into the pit now. I wonder if he's going to come back out again. We only have a minute left. No, probably not. Looks like Bird went off. He's given up. No, I don't like this view at all. Yeah, there's Derek. Brian's in the pits. Murchie's still out there. Looks like he's safe now in second place. So I think we've got our starting grid established. Steve's got a good lap going. 131.9. If he maintains, he only needs a couple of tenths. Doesn't even need a tenth to get up there. So where is he in his lap? Well, we hit the curb there, it looks like. Where is he in his lap? He's got some to go yet. Oh, looks like he lost it after he hit that curb. He only needs like a tenth to get up position into third place. He's still in the same row. Yeah, I think that's going to be our starting grid there, folks. You guys are hearing, yeah, you guys are hearing the desktop. I assume the volumes are good. Yes, Andy, Derek and Murchie, Murchie are very close together today. They are separated by what? 0.7 not even 7/100ths of about 7/100ths of a second. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can maintain that. Oh, Steve's got a couple of seconds up on this lap. So much for the last lap being. Let's get on with Steve. Oh, we are on with Steve. So that'll get him into third place. Oh, he's got a great lap going, and Murchie's got a better lap going too. Murchie's not going to challenge for the pole, but Steve is definitely going to make it into third place there. Boy, that's very interesting. Murchie is got 0.2 of a second. He's going to be very close. He's got pretty close times, isn't he? To Murray's. Let's see if Steve can maintain that. I'm not quite sure where he is on the track. It's hard for me to notice. This might be it right here. Nope, he's coming up on the straight there now. Is he going to make it stick? He only needs a tenth. That's what he's got right now. There he goes, third place. Great job on the last lap. Did Steve go into the pits? I did not notice if Steve went into the pits and got some fresh tires. So there is our podium, guys. Murray, Paunoff, and Young. Okay, I'm going to get off of... It's going to reset now. But we don't need to look at that. Go back onto me. There we go. So I'm going to pull up the standings again here. Where are the standings? Let's see here. Let's see what kind of the guys at the bottom of the grid are going to be doing in terms of their positioning. There's the standings. So Jeremy is in last place, very close. So let's just see here. Nick Newcomb. Is Nick on the board here? No, Nick's not on the board. Terry is in 8th place. He's just ahead of Jeremy in the standings, and he's ahead in the pits here. So yeah, with all these other guys missing, Torrance especially was the big issue, and Yolt, I should say. Yeah, there's not going to be much change, so it's going to be between Terry and Jeremy there. There's only 1 point separating those two guys, so that'll be interesting. And Merche and Steve Young are, let's see, they are only 9 points apart. Okay, so that's interesting. We get, did I have? I used to have there. There's the points. I'm looking at the point system. Between first and second, it's 6 points difference. Between second and third is 5. So that can give you a little bit of an idea what's going to happen there. There, notice behind me there, I've changed. I had an eSeniors banner up on my wall, but it was not visible to you guys, so I put that right behind my head. Hope you enjoy that little bit. Where are we here in terms of getting started? Still a couple of minutes to go. Guys are on the grid there, but they haven't started yet. Maybe we can do a get over into the track. Find my mouse cursor. There we are. And yeah, let's do a starting grid with all the nice liveries. Let's do that right now. So there we are in the pole position. Today is Mr. Brian Murray from Northern Ireland. Second is great for job for him today. He is in second place. Mircea Paunov from Macedonia. In third place from the U.S., Mr. Steve Young, otherwise known as Sky 192. Get back onto the grid. In fourth place, Mr. Derek Bird from, I believe, England. Third, Nick Newcomb. I forgot where he's from. In a nice Audi, second Audi. In sixth place, in the Maserati today. Is he in the Maserati? Yes, he is Terry Throwbridge. And in seventh place in the KTM, I believe it's our only KTM today, is Jeremy Arrobas. There we go. So we're going to be starting soon. As I can hear in my, I don't know if you guys can hear that background music talk. The formation lap is starting. The announcer for ACC saying that. Let's get back up to Brian Murray. So yes, 14 corners in this track. There we go. This formation lap is going. Let's get on that. I love watching these camera angles from ACC. Very nice. Yeah, the start's going to be very interesting, isn't it? So Derek is on the outside. Derek, the other guy, in second place. So there could be a few changes in the standings here, I think. Oh, I've got to change the tower. Hang on here. I'm going to change to race gaps right there. And session best. And it's going to cycle between session best and a manufacturer. I think that's going to work. Let's try that. It'll be a while yet before we got a new version of the system a couple of days ago. So tower they've changed a lot of things in the tower cycling, so our tower system, so maybe that's why we're not getting great setups here. Race gap, session best relative. Okay, so that should be good. And where is everybody? Where are we on the track? We've got a ways to go yet, coming around a few corners. I don't see the corners coming up. A feeling we might have gotten a little bit mixed up again. Hope not. There we go. Getting ready. I'm going to get on helicam now for the start. Got Merche right next in the white car, right next to Brian Murray, and right behind Brian is Steve Young, and Derek is on that outside on the second lap. So Merche's having a little. Oh, he's look at that. Merche's trying to get his tires warmed up. Merche looking punchy. Yeah, he's looking punchy, all right. He knows he's got to get a good start. Getting close, getting close. Let's see how the start goes. Green, green, green. We are racing. We are racing. Merche looks like he got a great start. Oh, this is going to be interesting coming around this corner. So does Steve Young. Merche's not going to make it stick. The inside track is good. There's Steve. Bird's behind. I think he's going on to the back. No, let's get back on with Merche. Everything looking good in terms of. Derek's right behind Steve. No contacts. No contacts. Very good. So that was pretty close. Merche tried to get around the outside. Didn't work. So we're going to get a good race here amongst these four guys. I think race pace is different than qualification pace. We know that. Let's just see what we've got in terms of position delta. Look at that. It is not working. I'm not happy with that. I might have to start up my screen again. These guys in their new guys with their new tower, it did not work. It did not work. So let's just leave the gaps up there for now. Let's see if it changes if I change something else here. Yeah, see, it's not giving me that secondary, giving me access to that secondary thing. Well, anyway, let's keep it the way it is for now. So Merche, let's Brian Murray up there. Let's go through Brian Merche. There's Merche. Let me give you a better angle. There we go. Everybody lined up. The gaps are spreading out slightly. This is a very different track than we usually run on. So, yeah, lots of corners. And as I said, these GT2 cars do not have a lot of downforce, so it's going to make a big difference in at this track because so many corners. It's going to be interesting to see what the different manufacturers are able to do with that. So we've got Brian in a Maserati, we have got Merche in a Maserati, we have got Steve Young in a Lamborghini, and we've got Derek Bird in an Audi. Back here we've got a little bit of a battle going on between Terry and Nick. And that Nick is in an Audi. Nick's in an Audi. So that's something. Back up here, yeah, the gaps are stretching out. Murray is stretching his lead out. I think he's going to be a shoo-in unless he makes a mistake, and that is possible. That is definitely possible in this car. Hello on the stream, somebody named Mark. I'm not sure who you are. Say hello if you're an eSeniors guy. Tell us what you are. Whoa, we've got Steve. These three are just right up there. Let's go on with Derek and get on in his cockpit. He's hot to trot here now. He's getting some race pace, as is Steve Young on Merche. Merche had great quality pace. No, these guys were pretty close together. Merche pulled off a great last lap, as did Steve, to get overhead of Bird. But now we're in race mode now, guys. That is totally different. Totally different. Lots of corners, lots of difficult corners. Let me get on with Steve, actually. Steve was right up on Merche there. You really have to time yourself for these corners. It's hard to get by. It's a classic case of making sure you got the momentum at the right place in your corner. You're not going to get it on the exit. I've actually put a lot of time into this track this week. I'm hoping for a good race tomorrow. Laying down lots of rubber. See, that Lamborghini was laying down some rubber in that last corner. Let's see if the Lamborghini can make up time on the straight on that Maserati. Doesn't look like it. Look at that. The Maserati looks like it's pulling away. What's the gap showing? Those are live gaps. Didn't show a tenth at all, but it sure looked like it on the screen that he was pulling away a little bit. Ooh, Merche went wide. Are the guys going to be able to take advantage of that? I think so. There's Steve. Let's get in the helicam. He is. Oh no, he went wide. Looks like Bird tried to take advantage. Steve was very close to Merche there, and he lost something. Now Bird's trying to take advantage of that little gain. Here we go. Nah, the gap's closed up a little bit there, or opened up a little bit there. So it's going to be our race right here where we're watching. This is going to be the race today, I think. Derek looks like he's got some pace. Let's see what they got for best times here. Derek has got a 132 flat, whereas the best time for Steve is 132.5, and the best time for Murchie is 132.8. Well, that's interesting. So Bird has the best time race-wise here. And Brian is pulling away. Look at that 3-second lead already. His best time is 31.7. So he is just going to be taking off with on everybody there. Okay, what do we got at the back? Looks like Jeremy was. Let's see, what is he? We got nothing too close there. So let's get back on with Steve and Derek. Looks like Merche opened up a bit of a lead on these two guys. But I think if Derek can get by Steve, he might even make a run for second. But if the standings stay this way, it's going to be a big change in the standings, I think. This kind of a point system. Where are we at? We're only 7 minutes into the race, but this is the race here, right here. This is what we got to watch. We got to watch Derek and Steve. Let's get on this kind of camera angle. At some point, we'll follow these guys in the cabin and see what kind of. Oh, there's Derek. See, Derek really can catch up to that Lamborghini in that Audi. Murray's pulling away more and more. No, he's lost a little bit there. He was 3 seconds up. He's only 2.1 second up right now. His last lap was still better than everybody else, but looks like the gap is quite low. 2.0 now. Must have been a little bit of something happened there. I'm going to get on board with Bird just to see how hard he's working at that Audi to get. Oop, I'm not on board with her. That's Bird. There we go. See how hard he's working that Audi. We know Derek is a Porsche expert, but he wanted to spice that up a little bit, get in the Audi for the GT2. Nobody's driving that. You see, look at that. He catches up to him on the straight. Ooh, looks like Steve had a little trouble with that corner. That's a very high-speed corner. And he's catching up with Merche. Merche made a little bit of a mistake. These two first corners are where you can catch up a little bit. Can't pass. And the corner after this one, not this one. Let's see what the names are. I don't have the corner names going, do I? I believe this corner is where you gain time. Not passable, but this is where you can jump ahead of somebody. Let's see if Steve makes a stab here. This is a corner where you can dive in on the inside if you can get it. And see, look at that. He definitely has pace on Merche, but just can't get ahead. That's going to be the story of the day today. Might take mistake from somebody. Oh, there's a mistake in the Lamborghini. He slid wide. Derek couldn't take advantage of it. Track limits are definitely a thing on this track. I was racing with AI there, and this last week, and had a number of times where I had a problem with track warnings. Looks like Derek's going to make another crack, take another crack here at the Lamborghini. Last time it went wide. Now this time, looks like Derek's taking a little bit of a look. Did not make it, and Steve's taking a little look on Merche. This is going to be a long race, these three guys, I think. There's Derek taking another look on the inside. Took a little bit of an inside track there, I think. Want some more dash time, do you, Andy? I love watching the dash time too. How is the volume? You can hear me above the volume. That's okay. Similar, just looking at my volume settings. So best lap, 131.7 for Brian Murray. That's a point for him, and he is a full 0.5 seconds still ahead of the other guys in terms of best lap times. Oh, looks like Merche had some trouble there. Is the Lamborghini going to be able to take advantage of it? No, he was bouncing all over the place, but he didn't look like he got out of whack. Let's just jump on with Steve there. That is what he's looking at. Let's see what the Lamborghini can do in the straightaway. He's maintaining the gap. Is he going to take a crack at it? Let's just see if he holds on, takes a little bit late breaker point. Nope, I did not take a late braking point. Oh, he made some time up there. He took a nice line. There he goes. He's going to take a crack at it. He's on the inside. He's going to make it stick. Hang on. Let's just see. Looks like he's going to make it stick. Beautiful job. Beautiful pass by Steve there. Very, very nice pass. Now, that was great. Difficult to pass on this track. Let's see now if the Lamborghini will spread its wings and create a gap between these two guys. There's Derek taking a crack at Merche. On the outside, not going to happen. Oh, look at that. He's trying to go around the outside. He's going to do an outside in. Nope, Merche kept that nice defensive driving line. There is the pass of the day. Let's see if there's going to be a gap open up between Steve. Look at that, already a second between Steve and Merche. So Merche, let's just look at lap times here. Merche's best lap time was 132.2, and Derek's best was 132.0. Are you guys looking at the same numbers? Yeah, you guys are looking at those bests up there right now too. That is on the tower, personal bests. So I'll leave that up there for a while, unless you want to see something else on the tower. You can tell me. They don't have best last lap. They don't have last laps, I don't think. Let me look to see if they do. Well, you guys watch that battle. Ooh, Derek! I'm just looking out of the corner of my eye with Derek. It's funny they don't have best last laps. I can do this. I can do Merche compared to Steve this way. I'll leave that up for a screen for a while. But now the next corner, the next race is between these two. Back in the back of the back, Terry and Jeremy. Remember, they are very close together in the standings. Jeremy is hanging in there, a couple of seconds back. We'll just have to watch that one out of the corner by eye. Ooh, Derek looked like he went wide there. Maybe tried to do a late break that did not help. Now he's got a little bit of a gap on Merche. And there's Steve. If we look at Merche's view of Steve right there, that's how far away Steve is. And look at that. Brian Murray's opened up a 5-second gap on the second place driver here. This is Derek on Merche. What he's looking at, well, he pushed it really, really hard into that corner, I think, Derek. Let's see, made a mistake there, and he's got a second to make up. Let's see how long it takes him to make up that time. We are at halfway point in the race, guys. 15, not quite halfway, 15:51 left. Whoa, Bird really caught up fast, didn't he? He's right there. So Derek has got pace today. He has got lots of pace today, and he just has to be able to get by Merche for that third place podium finish. We're gonna make sure though that people don't just don't go away, because there we go, halfway exactly. Any mistake on this track, especially when the tires start getting a little worn. Just getting something set up here. Derek's made up, how much time has he made up? Not really, only a couple of tenths of a second in the last couple of laps. His last lap was 33.2, whereas Merche's 133.2. Merche's 147.4. But he certainly catches up right here. Oh, now he's caught up big time. Oh yeah, he's got pace. I mean, Derek just has to get by Merche here, so he is going to be patient, I hope, and just wait for Merche to make a slight mistake on some of these complex corners. Some of these corners are. This one has a very late apex. And I'm going to go to a different camera angle here. There we go. There's a very sharp one here. Got to wait till you hit the throttle again. I'll give you the last lap comparisons here. If I'm going to make a bet, I am going to bet that Bird can pass Paunoff here somewhere along the line. I'm going to take a quick peek here and see if I can take a look and see if anybody has any track warnings. Don't see any there. See that bottom tower, it's good we can do, I can leave that one up for now. That is the ACC tower. ACC's the HUD. We'll see if anybody has any track warnings. Oh, Derek, see Derek took a little bit late break there, but was so close that he had to take a different line. But Merche is definitely going to be sweating. He's got a, look at that, there's Bird laid some rubber down on that corner. Oh, something happened at the back here. Terry Throwbridge ran out. Let me go do a 10-second replay here. There. Oh, I missed it. Okay, maybe go back 30 seconds when he gets back and see what happened. There's a 30-second replay. I don't have my replay button handy, but this is a replay. Hit the curb. Oh, that. So it was Newcomb ahead of him that made the mistake, and then Terry went off. So that means Jeremy's in 5th place, and as we know, they're only separated by a point, those guys. So we're going to be getting back to live action in 10 seconds. 7 seconds. Oh, look at that. Newcomb went off again. Newcomb is in last place now. So here we go. We're back on board here live. I should get my replay button going, I suppose. Huh? There we go. So what is going on between Merche and Steve? See, Merche is holding Bird back big time. He is 3 seconds behind Steve Young. What is Steve Young's best time? He has got a best lap of 1:32.2. That's a great time. Great time. So these guys are all got their best laps all within each other. close to each other, but last laps are a different story. Here's compared to Bird. Bird, of course, is not getting his best times because he's battling, trying to get by Merche. And that is affecting whether he could get into second place, I think. So this is going to have an effect on the standings. It's going to give Murray a big lead. But Jonathan and Derek were quite close together. Although Jonathan's not racing today, so Derek's going to push way ahead. Well, I'm glad we got a race going here, because otherwise the gaps are pretty big. But standing-wise, that accident, or that spin-off by Throwbridge is a big issue. 4th and 5th place is probably 2 or 3 points difference. So yeah, I think Jeremy's going to jump ahead of Terry in the standings. And I don't think Jeremy cares very much. He's not a standings kind of guy. He just likes to race. But he's going to be doing lap times today, I think. These Bird is just laying down rubber sometimes on there. Let's go into his cockpit for a while. Let's watch a whole... Oop, well, that's not his cockpit. There's his cockpit. Let's just see how hard he's working his steering wheel here, because he's laying down rubber on the track. Track limits on some of these corners are not the curb, but the green, so you can go quite wide. So I left the... on some of them it is the curb. On some other ones it's the, this one I think it's the curb. This one here. If you go over that curb with your right hand side, that's going to be a track cut. Just see how Bird is pushing hard on some of these corners. He catches up to Merche quite close right here. Like Merche had a little bit of a wheel slip there, but then the Maserati just takes off on some of these straights. He's laying down rubber too. The ACC properly shows you when you've got skidding that there's rubber getting laid down, so that's has an effect on the tires for sure. We have got what do we got left? 8 minutes left in the race. 2 different manufacturers here, so difference in tire wear, I'm sure. The Audi is in Bird's hands, who's usually pretty smooth. That's pretty smooth around that corner. This is where he really goes deep sometimes in the corner, but it doesn't work. See, he goes going deep into that braking zone, but he can't hang on to that speed coming around. Sometimes going deep does not help. Yeah, I guess that's the way he's racing this track, though, because he kind of maintains that 1 second. He's down by 1.5 seconds now. But he comes up right behind Merche, but cannot carry that gap through the corner. Different braking points for sure. Look at that. Oh, that's not a good one. He missed the apex there. Yeah, he's lost time to Merche. So yes, sir. Derek's trying really hard, but he's over driving it a little bit, I think. Yeah, oh, just had to correct big time. All right, let's go on board with Merche and see how smooth he is on these corners. Murray's got a 7-second lead on Steve Young in second place, but that is good for Steve Young. I don't think he's had a second place yet. I'll take a peek at the standings if I can. With Steve. Has Steve had a second place? Yes, he has had a second place. He's had a second, third, and fourth. So it's been a while since he's been on the podium. No, not third place is the podium. Whereas Derek has never finished lower than second. So how is Merche? And Merche has never finished higher than third. So this would be matching his best. Just watching his steering inputs here. Derek has fallen further behind again. He's 2 seconds back. Let's just see Merche as he smooth through his corners. Whoa, little correction there. Got on the throttle on that curb. See how smooth he is here. Nicely inside track all the way through. Very smooth. So he might be managing his tires a little bit better than Derek. Very smooth through this corner also. And there we go. Speaking of smooth, let's get on board with Mr. Smooth himself, Mr. Brian Murray. He's way far ahead. We haven't given him any airtime at all. Let's watch him. His last lap was 1:32.3, better than anybody else's best laps almost. So here we go, watching the smooth operator here. Cuts that corner very nicely. Braking zone, hits that apex beautifully. Just smooth, smooth, smooth. On the throttle early. This is an interesting corner here. Look at that, he cuts that corner. He's on the curb. Is he on the curb here? Yes, he's on the curb here also. That's dangerous. Look how smooth Brian is. This is the second last corner right here. Oh no, we're on a different part of the track. This is, yeah, I didn't know, this is the last corner. Look how smooth he is. Right, hits that apex every time. No, we're not on the straight. Okay, this is middle of the track. Hits that apex again, just a little wide of that apex. Takes use of the whole track. This is definitely a place where you can make or break with speed. Takes it wide and ends up perfect right there. There's a big bump if you go a little wider than that. And here is the last corner. Very smooth, cuts that corner beautifully, hits that apex hard on the throttle. Well, there we go. That is Mr. Brian Murray. Let's just see his view there. Boom. There he is coming up. Look at the gap he's got on Steve Young. And next is Mr. Steve Young coming through the start-finish line. There is Merche, and Derek's caught up to him a little bit, 1.3 seconds now, but still quite far back. We've only got 8 minutes left. What have we got in terms of the track time? Let me get rid of this here. Let me get rid of this. How much time left? 3 minutes left in the race. About a couple of laps left. Go back to the stream. Anything interesting going on in the chat? Not really. Not too much going on in the chat. We got 5 watching now. I think this is the way it's going to finish, folks. Too bad to see only 7 drivers driving these GT2 cars. Number of people missing here that usually are. We usually have a good 12, 15. But this is the way it's going to finish. I think we got probably 2 or 3 laps to go. And as long as Merche can hang on together, and Derek will be pushing a little harder. Let's just jump on with Derek for a bit again. See how he's doing with that Audi in the cockpit. Let's just see how hard he's working. He's going to be trying desperately to get caught up there to get that 3rd place finish. Like I said, this will be the first time he's off the podium. He will not be happy about that. Oh, he's going in the pits. Something going on there. Oh, that's going to be huge for the standings. I'm wondering what's going on here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Can I see anything if I jump into, let's just see what I can do here. What did I want to try and do? Oh, never mind. Oh, I know what I can do. See if I can put that HUD up. See anything going on here? Oh, he's got a drive-through. Derek's got a drive-through. I should have left that up there. Wow, so that was track limits. He was working really hard, wasn't he? So now he has only got 2 seconds up on Jeremy. That is a huge, huge thing now. A huge, huge development. Oh, no, that's not 2 seconds. He's got 6 seconds up on Jeremy. There's Jeremy. See if he can see Derek. So not much of a change in the standings in the sense that Derek's able to maintain that that fourth position. Wow, it's a good thing he had a big lead on Jeremy. That is Jeremy there. So yeah, there we go. That is going to be our finish, boys. Okay, let's get out of this view and just follow our guys. Here we go. There we go. Leaders on the final laps. Let's just follow the final laps of all three guys. There is Mr. Brian Murray. An excellent, excellent job as usual. He's got a 10-second lead today. Yeah, Greg, certainly that was track limits. Yeah. Just watch Derek's lap. I'll quickly just get a little bit of time for everybody. There is Mr. Steve Young. He is going to be in second place. And in third, Mircea Paunoff. I am just going to get our podium announcement done now, because it looks like this is the way it's going to finish, unless somebody makes a big mistake. That's not going to happen, I don't think. Everybody's just lapping right now. And then fourth place is Derek Bird. He'll be still making sure he laps hard, because if Mircea makes a mistake, then he could jump up. But very lucky that Bird did not lose a spot there with that drive-through. Okay, where is Murray? Murray's coming around the last corner now. Here we go. Which is the right view? There he is. There he goes, flashing. Here's the checkered flag for Mr. Brian Murray. Next is Steve Young in second place, 10 seconds back. There he goes. They're going to switch. There it goes. Let's see if he gets a flash. No flash from him. And third place, Mircea Paunoff. There we go. That is our race today, folks. And so that's it. Interesting race. A few little happenings there. Let me see if I can grab people to bring them in the commentary booth right now. There's Brian and Mircea, and I don't think Steve. We might get Steve coming in. I'll have to watch for it. Hi guys.
Hey Mike.
Just hang on. I'm gonna change some screens here. Hold on, if I can find what I'm looking for. There we go. That is our podium, folks, on the screen now. So yeah, Brian, just a breeze today.
I got a good start today compared to last week, so yeah, I was able to get out and
well, Merch was trying to go on the outside on you for a while there. It was a little nip and tuck.
Yeah, the first lap, yeah, it was close racing, couple of corners.
Yeah. No, but he right on the first corner. He tried going on the outside, didn't you, Mircea? You tried going out on the outside.
Yes, I tried, but not too much.
No.
I trust Brian, so I could go side by side with him.
Yeah. So we don't have Steve. I don't see Steve. So it's just the two of us, or the three of us. Mircea, yeah. Derek was pushing you for quite a bit of the race, but you held on there.
Yeah, I saw him. I had problem in real life. My kitten were playing with my feet. They love my socks. I don't know why. 3 of them. 3 kittens in my feet. I couldn't drive.
That's funny. You know, you guys were very close. You, Steve, and Derek had very close lap times and qualification times. Brian, but you just breezed through that race today. 10-second lead. You had a 10-second lead the whole time.
Yeah, Mircea and Derek kept, or Mircea anyway, kept Steve behind for a good few laps. That let them get a gap.
Yep.
The tires weren't too bad. They lasted all the way to the end.
Yeah.
I thought Steve might have caught up near the, after halfway mark, but he sort of kept pace.
Yeah, well, different car too. It may have been a little bit hard to keep his tires. How about you, Mircea? How are your tires at the end?
They were good.
They were good?
I didn't check after the race, but I didn't feel anything.
No, good, because
they were good.
Derek looked like he was struggling a little bit. He might have had some tire issues, and he's usually pretty good with his tires. But and he had a drive-through at the end for track limits, but he did not move. He was far enough ahead of Jeremy that he didn't lose a spot.
I had three track cuts in first 10 minutes.
You did?
Yes.
So you were driving.
First 10 minutes I hit.
Green light. Give it all you can.
Wow. What about you, Brian? Any track cuts?
No. Just looking at my lap times or my timetable. Yeah, no outs, no track cuts.
Good. All right. Well, fun race. Not very many guys in the race, but it's gonna have a little bit of a down below. Jeremy was able to make some time up on guys, so I think there's gonna be a change in the positions in the standings between Jeremy and Terry. So anyway, thank you for the race, guys. It was fun, and we'll see you again next week.
Yeah.
At Monza next week. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. All right. Well, there'll be no whining about the track next week. Monza's a classic, right?
Everybody loves Monza.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, we'll see you next week. Bye now.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, signing off.
Bye, Merch. Bye.
Signing off for eSeniors for another week of GT2 racing. We'll see everybody tomorrow in the big GT3 race. With watch that one, 40 cars or so. That's going to be fun on this little track. Bye now.